everyone, my name is... Ooh, goodness. Hello, everyone, my name is Ned Finn. Welcome back to the channel, welcome back to the stream, where we do things super professionally here. I'm gonna pop on my headphones, mostly in some kind of attempt to contain this dreadful mane of hair that I've got going on here. Let's go ahead and turn on my own volume while we're at it. I'm gonna be streaming for a while tonight. We're gonna be starting off with a little bit of Magic Arena, because I feel like it. I'm gonna warm up. I've just started. I've really come back to Arena after a while of being gone. So I'm catching myself back up on both. What was it? Well, I guess I can see, can't I? The Murders of Karlov Manor and Thunder Junction and Bloomborough, which is the newest one that's come out. I do have some packs. We're gonna crack those. I mean, I'm mostly just here to look at the rare. Valiant, whenever Whiskervale Forerunner becomes the target of a spell or ability you control for the first time each turn. Look at the top 5 cards of your library. You may reveal a creature card. Put it onto the battlefield if it's your turn. If you don't put it onto the battlefield, first time each turn, put it in your hand. Put the rest on the bottom. Okay, so what I'm hearing is Valiant is essentially heroic from OG Theros, but it only triggers once per turn, which means they can load it up with crazier effects. Honestly. Yeah, cool. Yeah, nifty. Nifty spiffy. Oh, got a rare wild card. Lovely. Moonrise Cleric. Good news is they seem to have fixed the previous bug where it would show a bunch of cards that you already owned as being the first time you'd pulled them. So that's nice. Don't hold your breath for Stellaris or Subnautica, because those are probably not on the agenda. Slick Shot Show Off. Flying Haste. Recast a non-creature spell. Gets +2/+0 until end of turn. Plot. Cast it as a sorcery. Plot only as a sorcery. Now, what is the benefit of that? I wonder. Because it has... No. Haste doesn't do anything for it. That's not Flash. I don't know. Cast it as a sorcery. So anything else that benefits from non-creature spells being cast would benefit, I would assume? I don't know. Who's to say? Have to toy around with that. I do kind of miss... I feel like I missed out on Thunder Junction a little bit. Because it seems pretty cool. Volt Strider. And don't get me wrong, Karlov Manor seems kind of nifty. I think the scope of it just doesn't appeal to me as much. I'm a flavor guy, and just like, you know, Murder Mystery sounds kind of fun, but I don't know. And it's not like Crimson Vow, where it was very much around one particular thing. the Markov wedding or whatever, but it's like Innistrad was already a well-established world that you could kind of like branch out into, but you know, whatever. Jump in here with, what do we want to do? We're going to try to knock out at least, let's say, 2 of these quests, shall we? So we're going to start off with a Roll of a Lifetime. Which is my old Wilds of Eldraine deck. Of which I'm a big fan. This is an almost perfect hand, but for the lack of black mana, I will keep it. Which might be inadvisable, but I will keep it. Doesn't matter because they conceded immediately. That works for me if it works for them. Ourselves a frog druid. We got 2 frickin' mythics, which is pretty cool. Was that like on the table? Did we get a guaranteed mythic drop? Yeah, 2 Bloomborough mythic card rewards. Cool. Uncommon. More mythics, and that's the along the kind of exclusive path down there, although the free path also ain't bad. It just, you know, requires you to be up in here a lot and play an awful lot. But like, you know, I think as far as free-to-play economies go, I don't think that Arena is that abusive as these things go. And you know, I did spend the $20 to get the necessary gems to buy the Mastery Pass, but still. Even so, they know you had to go without me. No, it's even though they know you had to go without me. Oh well. Whatever. Now that's something I can work with. Keep those 7. Tiny Bones joins up. Whenever a legendary creature you control enters any number of target players, each mills a card and loses 1 life. It's crazy. I'm going to discard Archon of the Wild Rose. Although this particular deck archetype, this, like, hand-hate discard deck, very annoying. Not a fan of it. That is a damned shame. Oh, it destroys... That's right, it doesn't deal 2 damage. It destroys a target creature with mana value 2 or less. Even better. So, wonderful. Breaks in Arena. And lose 1 life. Okay, cool beans. I can work with that, actually. As a matter of fact. We're gonna throw out Etienne. Ariette? Etienne? Etienne is like the 1910s self-loading pistol from France. No, Ariette of the Charmed Apple. They're gonna destroy her. It's very unfortunate, but they're definitely going after her. No! Evolved Sleeper. Okay. I can work with an Evolved Sleeper. Gonna throw the Wicked Roll onto my Spiteful Hexmage. Throw it into their planes. the Cursed Courtier, who's going to come in with a Cursed roll on him as well. No attacks. I definitely should have put the frickin' Wicked token on Ariette. But whatever. And we got frickin' Shieldred to worry about, which I don't love. We'll draw, and we will get hurt for that. Here's the thing, I have to believe that we're going to pull another, another Ariette. You know what would be really useful at this point? Archon of the Wild Rose. But it is what it is. It also does not help that, like, what is it? Rite of Oblivion cycled out. So, like, let's go for that. Oh, yeah, no, that makes a lot more sense, actually. Oh, well. It's not super likely at this point that I win, but that's okay. Shame that freaking... Oh, Phyrexian Obliterator. Fuck that. Phyrexian Obliterator is very annoying to deal with. You know what? Now it's a question of... will they run out of creature removal before I run out of Ariettes? Yeah, no. Good game. Good game. I'm gonna skip that. You gotta wonder, like, how much data Wizards is pulling from each of these matches, right? One does wonder. I think we play enough that we get our, that land quest done. And then move on to bigger and brighter things. Now, this is the kind of opening hand that I like to see. Only 2 mana, but there's a lot we can do with 2 mana. Literally everything but Ariette only requires 2 or less. And Ariette only requires 3. And literally any 3rd mana we pull is going to be enough. So we throw down Spiteful Hexmage to start. And then I think we go with Regal Bunnicorn, which will be a 3/3. Molly Rot Collar, Squirrel Warlock, or Squirlock, as I like to call them. Menace. Whenever Molly Rot Collar attacks, each opponent loses X life. X is the number of other squirrels, bats, lizards, and rats you control. Okay. I can get behind that. I will destroy it, actually. And attack. Swing for 1. What's up, Luffy? You're good, man. I only started streaming maybe about 15 minutes ago. What's up? How's it going? How's things in your neck of the woods? Your corner of this beautiful, crazy planet we call Earth. Here's the thing. I'm going to go for Ariette. I should definitely go for Regal Bunnicorn, but I'm not gonna. Game siblings are the worst. Nah. Here's the thing. As you get older, you'll come to appreciate your siblings more and more. Because you've got, like, unfettered access to them now. Right? That's fine. I can live with that. Cancel. Planes. Someday you won't. I don't know what kind of opening hand this dude had. Big back 2024. But, not great. Clearly. They're trying to figure out why is Bun so big? You know, that seems about right. I mean, we already have 2 of our 4, like, important daily victories to get. Which is nice. One of them was literally just like a turn 1 concede. But, whatever. So, Luffy, besides sibling trouble, how's things? How have you been? What is today? Sunday? Yeah. I have very little concept of time. So, I always have to think about what day it is. But I suppose it's the end of the weekend, so people are going to be going back into work and such, starting back with school, possibly? Tomorrow, but not me. I'm off tomorrow, which is very nice. Here the faves, and I was doing dishes. Sister grabbed a cup. I cleaned. You drank from it. Made it not clean again. She said, oopsie, clean it again, good. Well, look. I'm not saying that siblings can't be annoying. I'm saying that you will eventually come to miss them. You will come to miss having them around, you know. Like, my sister lives relatively nearby, but, like, my brother is literally about as far away as he could be. My brother's off in Hawaii, so, like, you know, and you know, he and I were barely more than a year apart. You know, we came up together, so, like, I miss him. You know? And I think the further away your siblings go from you, the more you will end up missing them. You know? Exile's a card. Spells cast from the graveyard. Oh, it has flashback? Very peculiar that flashback has become, like, an evergreen mechanic. I'm gonna discard this swamp. Wild? But, like, kind of necessary. Ooh. Lord Skitter. Let's see here. We're gonna have any color. Yeah, I think we're gonna go with Lord Skitter. Gonna throw the Wicked token on Regal Bunnicorn and attack with that. They're tapped out. I'm not worried about anything that they might do, any tricks they might have. They don't have the power to take down Big Bun. So, like, should be okay. Love to pull another card, or another land next turn. By the way, Luffy, out of curiosity, are you at all familiar with Magic the Gathering? Either Arena or the tabletop game. Enter Wild Guide. Let's see here. Offspring. You pay an additional 2 as you cast it. If you do, this creature creates... Okay. 1/1 copy of it. Okay. Nifty. Yeah, I'm thinking. Jesus Christ. We're gonna do Witch's Vanity. Destroy the Tender Wild Guide. Swing with Big Bun. In fairness, Luffy, that does sound like it might be a bit of favoritism, but again, you know. Importance of family and all that jazz. Surely you've seen one of the 1,000 Fast and Furious movies. We know that family is very important. So that now it can't attack or block. Gonna play. Oh, come on! I haven't actually finished out one of these games by killing my opponent yet. They're just like, yeah, I see which way the wind is blowing. Gonna get while the getting's good. I'm up against someone calling themselves Rubes. Yeah, not viable. Mull that. Kind of funky, but I'll give it a shot. 2 spellbook vendors is very interesting. I think I'm only going to keep one of them, as amusing as that can be, because I really do rather want all 3 of my lands. And a Tail for the Ages I probably could have gotten rid of. Well, hey, look at that. I got my my frickin' spellbook vendor back anyway. Throw down that. Mm-hmm. Yeah, see, we're going to throw down Koilos and kill the Might Caller with... So how does this work? Put a +1/+1 counter on it. I getcha. Frog, rabbit, raccoon, or squirrel. But this doesn't hit frogs. Interesting. Do not talk so you can focus on your game. Nah, man, I'm doing just fine. Gonna hit that because that can like get bigger and bigger. Gonna auto pay that. Especially that's right. That's the other reason I really like Spellbook Vendor is it has vigilance, which is such a nice little bit of gravy. But no, I'm gonna talk and talk and talk. That's what the streaming game is all about, really. Principally, it's oh, I like that. It's like a cactus, but it also looks like the Magic the Gathering symbol. I can let that come on through. What's up, Half-Hearted Gamer? Good to see you in chat. Yeah, man, I have like a very heavy box of Magic the Gathering cards still. Now, why on earth? That was not bleh, whatever. Gonna Krithwack that. What's up, Michael? Good to see you in chat. How's the weather down in Texas? But yeah, I've got a big old box of Magic the Gathering cards. I've got like 2 binders, well, a binder and a half that are full of like rares and shinies and such. Like I am on record saying that Magic the Gathering is quite possibly the best designed game of all time. And like, you know, some individual sets might be better or worse than others, but like I think the core of the game is just remarkably tight. You know, Magic the Gathering is as old as I am, right? And here's the thing. We auto-pay that and get rid of Wicked just to give that a good kerthwack. I will absolutely take Lord Skitter's Blessing. That's not surprising. That is not surprising, and I can live with that. Particularly because if I get myself a, well, honestly, who isn't a little bit gay? It's all on a spectrum, you know? Like, I consider myself quite a straight fella, as these things go. Grading on a curve, perhaps. But, like, Pedro Pascal? Diego Luna? Very attractive gentleman. Throw the Wicked token on Regal Bunnycorn. Gonna hold tight on our food token. And yeah, we're gonna destroy that. Yep. Is it a bad idea to attack with Regal Bunnycorn? Probably. Okay, let's see here. Yeah. Kill that, we'll kill that. That's 7 damage. So that's, yeah. Yeah. I feel okay with this. See, I think... I actually... For whatever reason... And I'm not going to read too much into this, because I think that would be a bad move on my part. Like, like, is Ryan Reynolds attractive? Objectively, I'd say so. Like, he's a cutie. He's in very good shape. But like, would he be able to tempt me specifically? I don't think so. Raul Coley? That's a different matter. Make of that what you will. Ooh, ossification. Don't mind if I do. No, Luffy, Ryan Reynolds is not dead. He's still alive and kicking, I assure you. And not for nothing, Lord Skitter's Blessing is still doing the Lord's work for me with that double draw. I know it's costing me like a life every turn, but even so. Like a Hugh Jackman kind of guy. No, Hugh Jackman's a little long in the tooth for me, I think. A little long in the claw, I should say. Also, he's Australian, so he is naturally of criminal stock. Head of the homestead. I will say, Half-Hearted Gamer, like, this deck does not seem to have much in the way of, each other rabbit you control. They don't have anything in hand, so I'm not, well, they do have something in hand now. Block? Okay. I really didn't need to draw more land, is the thing. I'm going to sacrifice the food. I'm going to decline it, and I'm not going to attack. I will say, for anyone wanting to... Oh, Lord knows, my wife is, well aware of, let's call them, my sexually complicated feelings towards the likes of, Pedro Pascal. Yeah, this is what we call in the business a problem here. Although, playing lots of lands, and for a thing where we're mostly worried about hitting our just our quest goals, like, not terrible. If I pull Ariete next, I'm gonna have myself a hearty chuckle. Spiteful Hexmage is not really what I was after. I do not have kids. No. I am... I'm one of those childless cat ladies that J.D. Vance was talking about. No. Despite neither being a lady nor having a cat anymore. Okay. Hey, man. Good game. They held out. They did very smart blocks. Like, good on them. I don't even think they had much in the way of creature removal. Yeah. Okay, I've played 23 of the necessary 25 lands. Let's give it another go. Yeah, I feel like that was a very well-matched game, and enough to make me think that I might need to look into green-white as a possible deck. I really like there's a particular like plant druid I've seen floating around, Bristly Bill, he's got a very sweet-looking landfall ability, and incidentally, very nice to see that abilities like landfall and even flashback seem to have become evergreen. I can get into that. So we go Hexmage, Bunnycorn, no attacks. And then we go for Spellbook Vendor next. Because the way that Regal Bunnycorn works is that its power and toughness are equal to the number of non-land permanents you control. Here's the thing, though. We can take out Cat and Storm with any range of options, including Ossification. But yeah, so Regal Bunnycorn just looks for the number of non-land permanents you control for its power and toughness, and this is a deck that not only features quite heavily enchantments, but also has cards that generate their own enchantments in the form of these roll tokens. I used to have, what was it, Portrait of Michiko, I think? Which was from the Kamigawa set. Oh, that's Goose Mother, an actual creature from what was it? Wilds of Eldraine, which was like a Grimm's fairy tale themed set. Or not like, but like not just Grimm's fairy tale, but just like a fairy tale themed set. And yeah, I'm gonna do Ariete. She is not... Well, I guess I do control Ossification as well, so, you know, she's not terrible. Tap another... Activated abilities. Oh, I see. I gotcha. No attacks. But yeah, I was in a very interesting kind of, like, fairy tale heavy season in my life, weirdly enough. Yeah, geese are, dreadful. I've told this story on the stream before, but I was, chased by a goose once at the zoo. I was, like, 11 or 12 or something, and I was at the North Carolina Zoo. I very distinctly remember it was, like, a little sitting area, and I was chased by a goose and hissed at me. Very unpleasant. Not a fan of the experience. So Spellbook Vendor is good. We're also going to throw a Cursed Courtier, which does set me back on being able to use Spellbook Vendor's ability, but it does give me 2 more non-creature tokens, or non-creature permanents. Here's the thing. You can tap Regal Bunnycorn. That's cool. Doesn't matter, because Ariette is going to start, like, befucking your life total. So I am fine to not attack. Spellbook Vendor is just going to start throwing Sorcerer roll tokens on everything. Now, who is this?
Don't worry. I'll have this fight over in a flash. Think swift like a Felidar.
I'm also not too worried about that. I do appreciate the fact that the like onboard art actually shows you like the full art of the card that would normally be obscured under the rules text. It's nice. I'll take the damage. That just puts me back to my original life total. You have a single blue mana. It's not like you can like throw a giant growth on it or something. Giant red bird, which coincidentally was a quarter-mile back where I came from. Sheesh. Pay that. Throw that on Ariette. 106 degree high tomorrow. That's banonkers. All further proof that Texas was not intended for human habitation. At least, certainly not now. The climate, it is a changin'. Let's see here. I'm thinking Cryptic Coat. Cloak the top card of your library. Interesting. No blocks. To cloak a card, put it onto the battlefield. Certain humans. Yeah, the Fremen, maybe. No, absolutely. Absolutely. Because of the summer weather currently, like certain parts of where I work have been very warm, and like I feel like I'm like our break room right now is like very poorly ventilated. We used to have like a box fan that died, so it's just very stuffy in there. I feel like I'm dying. Yeah, you can do that. I've already used the ability though, so you're not gonna stop me. No attacks. Neither of these dudes have trample. Oh hey, I killed them. Cool beans. Look at that. We got our... Oh, and I killed enough creatures to knock out that quest as well. And we've got our 4 wins for the day. Cool beans. And we're about 40 minutes or so into the stream. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to exit Magic the Gathering. And we're going to play a round of Isaac. Something I have not played on stream in a very, very long time. Isaac Online. What the f is Isaac Online? You know, Half-Hearted Gamer,
Isaac
you
lived alone in a small house.
You asked me what I do before a stream to like prep or whatever. I can tell you exactly what I do. Big thing of water. Because if you're going to talk as constantly as I do, for as many hours as I do, when I'm on stream, good God, have something to drink. So Isaac is something that I've played the ever-loving fudge out of. On my channel and in my personal life. I have, for the record, according to Steam, 911 hours in The Binding of Isaac. We're going to randomize it. And I used to fancy myself fairly good at this game, and then Repentance came out and made the game much, much harder. But I know everybody, like I'm on the Isaac subreddit, everybody swears by Repentance. They're like, it is fantastic. Cannot imagine playing the game without it. Yeah, no, I realized this as soon as I said it, I've got 911 hours in, in Isaac. I realize that now. I should have just said over. If I'd had the presence of mind, I would have said I have, over 900 hours in Isaac, which I already knew, incidentally. I didn't even need to check that. But yeah, like, folks swear by Repentance. They're like, oh, it's hard, but I cannot imagine playing the game without that expansion, without that DLC. So, like, so be it. I just need to get better at it. I don't know if we're just going to do a single run, especially because especially with a Lilith run. A non-greed Lilith run, I do not know how long this run is going to last. We'll see. The Sims 4 cannot avoid me forever. I also might play a little RimWorld. Like, I am planning on streaming for a good chunk of time today. Like, I know normally my streams are, like, capped at, Oh, thank you. Good bomb. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Did they boost Box of Friends? I do believe they did. Box of Friends used to be a 4-charge item. Now it's just a 3-charge item? I can get into that. I'm all about that life. Infamy is fine. Not, like, life-changing. Do we go for a library or do we go for Golden Chest? Golden Chest has a chance of actually giving us more keys. I'm going to delay my decision because I am indecisive. Now that, okay, so the 5,000 hours is both Destiny 1 and 2. Yeah. The problem... Well, I say the problem. The difference with me is that I cannot put... Like, I can't focus on a single game like that. It's just not in my nature. I am going to... Here's the thing. I'm going to go for that, and it gave me 2 keys. Beautiful. If there's only, like, a single book in that library, it only benefits me... But so much. There's a key beggar in here. Interesting. I will pick up both of these books so that I'm a single book away from Bookworm, but obviously I'm going to hold on to Box of Friends because it is damn near the only thing that makes Lilith viable. That's a lucky coin, but I simply cannot get to it because I don't have any bombs. You know, I feel like the biggest learning curve... See, there you go. Infamy just came in clutch, as the kids say. I feel like the biggest learning curve with Lilith is just kind of learning how to line up your shots properly, because there is this kind of you know, you've got your little incubi or incubus, depending upon if you've used your box of friends or not, on a leash, essentially. But I have pumped so many hours into greed with Lilith specifically that I kind of, it's a little bit second nature to me. Yeah, I guess Arizona is hotter than Texas, which is by itself kind of crazy. Also, let's not allow it to go without commentary. Pentagram is a very good pickup. As an aside, like, I would very much like to get some kind of an Isaac-themed tattoo. Because as of right now, the two tattoos that I do have, I can't really see them very well. I've got the Magic the Gathering symbol, the Planeswalker symbol, and the Doom Slayers, the Slayer's mark from Doom. I would love to get an Isaac-related tattoo. I had the idea of doing, like a pixel rendition of Mom's knife, which is essentially just like a big pixelated kitchen knife. But the wife vetoed that, probably sensibly. I'd love to get a, like a very Isaac-y, or maybe not like it, just like a you know, a kind of smooth line work version of, the Leviathan cross, which is, it's the alchemical symbol for Brimstone. It is the icon for the Brimstone item in this game, and I also just think it is just kind of a neat symbol. This one little turd, very difficult, very annoying. It's like an infinity symbol at the bottom of a two-armed, like a cross with two perpendiculars on it. I think it's just a neat-looking symbol. The issue is that it is also a sign regularly associated with Satanism, with various satanic movements, and, like, you know, you look at like the Church of Satan, headed up by Lucian Graves, I think it is. You know, that's someone who is, you know, largely, you know, the organization exists to, like, troll people over, like, religious freedom issues. Like, hey, if you're allowed to put up a statue of the Ten Commandments, we should be able to put up a statue of Baphomet in this, you know, this government-funded public park or whatever. And I think that's all well and good. You know, I don't have... And you look at, like, you know, traditional Levian Satanism, which was an atheistic movement. You know, I don't really have much in the way of qualms with that, but it's also not a movement that I identify myself with directly, and I don't necessarily want to put a symbol that is used by Satanism on me arm, you know. All right, Half-Hearted, you do your thing. You know what, I definitely shouldn't have extinguished that fire, because if Little Horn here can be convinced to... could have been convinced to budge up against the flame, that would have made my life just a little bit easier. So, sound off in chat, whoever is still here. I'm gonna go out on a limb and say it's probably Luffy, because Luffy is my good loyal boy. Ooh, Swallowed Penny. You know, it is very much a shame that we actually don't have 2 incubi floating, but it's okay. I will take synth oil. Synth oil is a very good grab. It's crazy. It's wild. It's an objectively bad idea. I'm going to go down to 0 red hearts. For the mark? Hell yeah. The damage potential is out the wazoo. Out the wazoo. Okay. Good to see you back, Half-Hearted. Your better half busy, perhaps? Oof. Hey! And we got Bookworm! Look at that. So Bookworm is a little damage boost, and also occasionally we will generate 2 tiers instead of 1. Which, with a little help from my friends, could become actually 4 tiers, thanks to the way Box of Friends works. Although this does feel like a run that might soon be coming to an end. Which is kind of an inevitability, given the fact that I have completely gotten rid of all of my permanent health. Because I am, in fact, a real goober. She decided she wanted to eat and told me to play my own game and stream or watch me. Well, we see that you made the wise choice. That is so unfortunate. That's what we in the business call dumb damage. Or dummage, if you prefer, which I do not. Calls out for its brothers. So we have a single hit that we can tank before we die, which is fine. That's cool. We love to see it. Speaking of things I love to see... Well, that's Mom's knife, by the way, in case you're curious. I was hoping for silver hearts, or for silver hearts for soul hearts. Ned, you know what these things are called. I got teleported to the Satan room instead, to the devil room, which is... It is what it is. Yeah, that room is going to be a menace to cross every time, especially now that I can take exactly 1 hit. And there's all these heart pickups to be had. But I can't actually do anything with them. It's fine. Masterful, even. Because I have no red hearts. Important thing is to not let that thing hit me with its creep. Ooh. Okay, if I can survive this room, that'd be fabulous. Yeah, so the other tattoo idea that I had was the Leviathan cross, which is it's the icon for the brimstone item in this game. It's also the alchemical symbol for brimstone, like in real life. Well, I say in real life, as much as anything to do with alchemy can be considered real life. Thank you. That is exactly what I need. Oh, BFF would have been a great thing to grab, but it's okay. I don't need it. I'm not trusting that pill. I kind of can't. The problem with the Leviathan cross is it's also a symbol used by, like... I wouldn't even say the problem. The issue with the Leviathan cross is also used by a variety of Satanist movements, which I don't necessarily have anything wrong against a fair few Satanist movements, but it's also not like something that I personally ascribe to, and it's not something I want to put on my my arm. I'm not going to take the pill. Ooh, well, I'm glad I grabbed that soul heart. What is it, the Fallen? The Adversary? Something like that. Squeezy is actually kind of perfect. Thank you. Thank you, Squeezy. Squeezy Squozy. Like, we are playing it entirely too close to the chest to win this run, right? Like, even if I, like, don't take either of the photos, like, don't take the negative, don't take the Polaroid, don't bother going for those, post Mom's Heart, where it lives, I guess, bosses. I don't think we win this run. I don't think we see credits, is my point. No matter what we do. But thinking the same thing that I am. Why, oh, why didn't I take the blue pill? You know, it is, and I am hardly the first person to point out this irony, but I'm going to do it again. Very funny that the whole, red pill, blue pill thing, was appropriated by, like, a deeply transphobic part of the internet, despite the fact, as we would, you know, in the due course of time, come to realize, you know, it was something originated in a film directed by the two most prominent trans directors working in the industry today. And, you know, obviously, like, the inclusivity and even, I mean, even some, certainly the message of validating chosen identity is, like, very obviously present in the Matrix. You know, you have you have Agent Smith, who is essentially the avatar of, like, you know, stuffy authority. It's essentially dead naming Neo, referring to him as Mr. Anderson, and at the end Neo rejects that and says, you know, my name is Neo, before overcoming you know, this embodiment of authority in Smith, right? Yeah, I'll take that. And I know, or I've heard that originally, the character of Switch, the fairly androgynous woman with the short blonde hair, the one who says "not like this" before Cypher pulls the plug on her. If memory serves, there was actually going to be two different actors playing the character of Switch. One for Out of the Matrix and one in the Matrix, and one would be an actress and one would be an actor. I don't remember which was which, but, you know, that was something much more explicitly tying kind of a gender identity element to, you know, into the film. suffice to say. So obviously, like when in 1999 when the film came out, we as a public did not know that the Wachowskis were trans. It's possible that the Wachowskis themselves did not realize that about themselves. But certainly the subtext was there, and obviously the crew of the Nebuchadnezzar is obviously very diverse. Yes, I have seen Django Unchained, another fantastic movie. Christoph Waltz and all that jazz. There's a very good chance there's a super secret room here, yeah? Look at all those hearts! Can't do shit with them. Same thing here. That's not anemic. But that's also not blood of the martyr. What is this item? It doesn't matter. Well, I think that the more problematic aspect of modern DiCaprio is the chosen age of his or the age of his chosen romantic partners. If I'm thinking correctly, tends to be a little bit on the young side. And like I know that DiCaprio, has that kind of eternal youthfulness about it, about him. But to paraphrase John Green, as discussing why the relationship between Edward and Bella in the Twilight movies is problematic, it's not that he looks old; it's that he is old. But at the same time, I do feel that, and I am hardly the first person. Well, that's Have Heart a Gamer. That's called acting, my guy. I'm hardly the first person to make this observation, but I really do think that back in I guess kind of the mid-aughts into the early 2010s, that Twilight really did get entirely too much guff, particularly for something that was in the end pretty harmless. There's I think the worst that you can say about it is there's or not even the worst that you can say about it, one of the more, I think, valid observations to make about it is that there's kind of this weird pro-life message in the final book, but at the same time the entire point of the pro-choice movement is that word itself, choice. It is about the agency of women, women making decisions about their own bodies, and Bella retains agency through the whole thing. She she takes kind of advice under consideration. She makes a decision herself, and then the other characters in the book, while, raising a collective eyebrow at the decision, respect her choice. So, She's not being forced to have Renesmee, that is a decision she is making. The unforced error is naming her child Renesmee. What did I didn't I stepped on the rock, or I hit the fucking rock. Ugh. Whatever. You're almost too old for Leo. Yeah, I'd say so. Said you're too gangly for his type. You know, I don't know. I don't know what kind of. People can do what they want. I don't care. You know, like I was thinking about kind of like how I would sum up a lot of my own kind of like, I guess, civil policy kind of position. And it's like, you know, people should be free to live the life that they want to live peacefully and without, you know, undue interference. You know, so if, you know, we as a culture should be more than welcome to, you know, raise our collective eyebrow at, you know, the age of Leo's preferred partners, but at the same time, you know, these are consenting adults. Whatever. I'm not going to stomp into people's lives and tell them how they should or should not conduct themselves. I really wish... There's a battery. Let's grab that battery. Oh, Jesus. Oh, Jesus. Oh, we gotta go. Oh, I gotcha. Okay. Well... Ooh! No, I can't use my 2 of hearts because that only affects red heart health. Super duper. Where are we at? Ooh. I was hoping for the Hierophant, but the world will work. Waltz. Great actor, no one else could have pulled off his character. Inglourious Basterds, quite the way. Oh, yeah. Yeah, Waltz is another good one, and it's E. No, that's the bomb.
The world.
There we go. What have we missed? We have a single... I don't know why I'm carrying around this 2 of Hearts card. It's not going to do anything for me. Literally nothing. I blow up 4 skulls, and I don't get a single black heart. Very unfortunate. Ah, beans! I stepped on spikes. And I died! Ugh, whatever. Okay. Do I want to go for this again? I did a run. We'll move on to something else. It's a wildcard stream. Get loose. Get funky with it. We're going to go for RimWorld. Because it's fantastic. It's apparently got to check its iCloud or cloud save integrity. Well, for fuck's sake, sync up then. Thank you. My poor audience is stuck looking at a blank screen. Until I can get this working. Let's see. Game capture. RimWorld. There we go. RimWorld by Ludion Studios. RimWorld has been updated from version 1.5 to 1.4 to 1.5. Okay. Cool beans. Nifty's 50. I'm going to start a new colony. So I thought I'd done this, that I did a Naked Brutality for 2. But here's the thing. It should absolutely be called Naked Totality. All well, the thrills, spills, and chills of Naked Brutality, but with a friend. Next. Okay. Yes. Overwrite. Okay. Booty, your totality joke. Yeah. The thrills, spills, and chills of naked brutality, but with a friend. So, because here's the thing, I really like the naked brutality scenario. I think it's very fun, but it's also very possible to end up like with a, you know, we're gonna do commitment, but fuck it. It's very easy to have a colonist, your one colonist, like stub their toe, not stub their toe, but like suffer some kind of an injury or a disease or a mental breakdown that just leaves them incapable of doing the work that they need to do in order to survive. So having a second person like just makes it so much more viable. And we're gonna select a random site. A temperate forest. Okay, that's actually kind of boring, but we're gonna stick with it. Classic like Ideologian next, and we're gonna go. Here's the other thing: we can go with what do you call it? We can go with two like random colonists because you know, we're likely to have some kind of like overlap in the necessary areas. Like obviously you need someone who can craft, you need someone who can build. Neither of these people are, oh god, they're really bad at construction. Oh, that's going to make things interesting, but whatever. We've got Helene Hatton, whose nickname is going to be Hat, incidentally. And Philip Vector, who is a circus performer and a criminal kingpin in his adulthood, whose traits are beautiful. Yeah, man. Go do your thing. I might even drop into your streams as well, just to say hello and say my piece. I'm gonna be going probably until like 10 at least. So I've got another good like hour and a half streaming. I'm probably going to do a little bit of RimWorld here, and then we're going to finish off with a bit of Sims 4 building. But yeah, let's jump into things. I'm getting antsy. Oh, that is so good. Water is so important, especially on a 3-hour stream. Absolutely. Gosh, I haven't played RimWorld in a hot minute, actually. This will be fun. But are those steel columns? Oh, good. Good. I remember how to play this game yet. Deconstruct all of these. Deconstruct. Yeah. Deconstruct that. Deconstruct the marble sarcophagus, I guess. And deconstruct that. Because the steel stuff does not take too long to deconstruct. Schedule. Recreation is going to be 2 o'clock and 3 o'clock. Both days. So here's the thing. Here's what I should have been doing this whole time, right? I'm going to edit this. I'm going to throw RimWorld into the thing. Save. So that if people come searching for RimWorld, at least they'll, you know, they'll see what we're about. Yo, Hat, do your thing. Hat isn't assigned to construction. Is she? She most certainly is not. Yeah, no. You both are going to have to do that. Same thing with Vector. I know that you're bad at hunting. But, you have such a passion for it. Like I do. With Isaac. Am I bad at it? Absolutely. Am I enthusiastic about trying to get better? Also, absolutely. That's what we're gonna do. I've just remembered that there's frickin' the shelves. Oh, the shelves. Cancel that, because we need them to be steel. Oh my gosh, you did it first shot. We love to see it. Do a zone. Dumping zone. Over here. And haul those away. Is Hector not assigned to hauling? Good God. Good God, y'all. War. Huh. What is it good for? Absolutely nothing. See which of you fuckers is any good at plants. Or, yeah, plants. Gonna grab those. We're gonna clear that just for food. And now we're gonna do. What does beds take? God, what a poorly constructed sentence. What does beds take? What do beds take? Is the question that I had meant to ask. And structure. Walls. Walls. Timothy. Walls. Oh, good. We're going to have beds up and running before the first night falls. We're not going to have... Well, we might actually have our walls finished. Look at that. We're going to have a roof overhead and everything. It brings a smile to my heart. It brings a pulse to my teeth. What am I on about? Brings a smile to my heart and a pulse to my teeth. That's gonna... I think that should become a netism. Frankly. Might come back to that if I can possibly remember it. What I need to do is clip it and turn it into a short. Because Lord knows, like... A cool bean, singular, lives rent-free in my head now and forever. An ornate door? What did that come from? Now we're going to... orders. We're going to claim all of this. So we're going to repair these walls, which actually should also improve their construction skill. Unless I'm very much mistaken, yeah. Doesn't improve it by much, and neither of them have a passion for it, but... still? These guys are kind of underskilled for what they're trying to achieve, huh? Grab all of them berries. Now, is Vector not capable of hauling, or is he just not assigned to it? No, he is not capable of it, because he is a kingpin. Bio, here we go. Having people do things for him taught him to avoid manual labor at all costs. Cool. Big fan of that. Hat, you haul, yeah. She just, you know, has other things to do. Okay, yeah, so Vector will cut what is being cut. And then Hat will go and put the stuff away. That's good. I can live with that. And then doing temperature, campfire. Has that always shown the No. Maybe it has. I don't know. I was looking at like the little radius that the campfire has on it. I don't know if that's always been the case. A group of travelers from the coalition of Gabella are passing by. Oh, look at that. That's definitely new. You zoom out and it highlights like animals and junk. That is... And colonists. Oh, that is super convenient. You'll love to see it. Speaking of which, we really should get ourselves a crafting spot. I mean, there's a lot of stuff that we need to do. Don't get me wrong. We're going to add a bill to cook simple meals, and you do that forever. So whenever we have the material to cook with, whoever is available will just cook. Which is great. And then we're going to go ahead and... More furniture. School desk, no. Table, yes. Grab the table. A pair of stools. Vector is honestly not fucking up the construction as much as I thought he would. Which I'm not complaining about, don't get me wrong. I most certainly am not. And we are running low on steel. That's a new sound for the steel mining. It's not for nothing. RimWorld is another game that I've put a lot of time into. 513 hours. So, like... Damn, how much time have I put into Stellaris? Because that's got to be another 442. I've got a I've got to type. Hey, Vector. Yeah, I know that you're bad at cooking. But you're going to get better at it because Hat cannot... Ooh. Joked about poker. Oh, tried to flirt with Hat by comparing her to a glimmering house. Hat turned him down. So Vector is like, there is a woman with a pulse. I am surrounded by guinea pigs, trees, and one woman. I am going to go for... I will take the woman, please. Yeah, Vector, my guy. I'm sorry. You gotta get to mining, bruh. I'm literally watching paint dry over here. Maddening. The good news is that every time they level up in their mining skill, it does mean a substantial improvement. For the next little bit. At least. Because both of these goobs... Yeah, both are at 0. Zero in mining. Barely heard of it. Is their skill level. Like, they know it involves rocks in some capacity, but, like, they think they can get away with it by just, like, giving it a mean look. Now, what is this? What is this yellow bar thingy that's here? Minor break risk. Oh! Interesting. Colonists are in a poor mood and may have a minor mental health break at any time. Okay. Well, we can do something about that. Specifically, we really need to get some more wood. Oh, Christ. Oh, this fucking back of mine. Don't get old, folks. It's a bad idea. It's a bad call. Wouldn't recommend it. Like, 2 out of 10. The wisdom is nice, but God, the pain. Wisdom at what cost? Let's see here. You know what? I'd meant to hide my face cam during Isaac because you kind of want to get a full perspective of the screen, but oh well. You win some, you lose some, eh? Harvest those bad boys. Dem berry bushes. Hi, I'm Berry Bushes. Excuse me. Production crafting spot. We're gonna do a butcher spot out here. Yeah, I know it has a work speed penalty. I don't care. Butcher animal. Do it forever. Did Vector just take a fucking nap? I mean, go off, King. Sure. Like, come on, man. Make 2 short bows. Hey, Hat. You can't. You're not skilled enough to craft. You are skilled enough to craft. You're not assigned to craft. I see. Please. Craft. Because it's like, it's good that we have meals, yes. But also, we need weapons. Equip the short bow. And then Hat will have her bow. Once it's done being built. Honestly, you're very nearly done it. Oh, Christ. I've been streaming for hour and a half. I guess this is as, especially for something where I've not been consistently like streaming a single thing for this whole time. I guess 8 views is fine. And more importantly, and it's really important not to lose sight of this. I mean, first of all, I've gotten views, period, which is neat. But also, like, I'm doing this for my own benefit more than anything else. And Lord knows I need it. Today, I'm not gonna sugarcoat it. I fucking struggled today. Today was rough. My mental health was in a very bad spot for a good chunk of today. Very unpleasant. Would not recommend. Yeah, it turns out, aging, I'm pretty, mixed reviews. Depression, 0 out of 10. Would not recommend. But, you know. Still, I endure. That's over here crafting. Yak seems pretty good. Let's take down a yak. Low food. You don't say. Do we have passive coolers? We do. Sure. And we do. Here's the thing, the berries will be fine. The meals will, I mean, the meals get eaten so quickly that, that's good. The meals get eaten quickly enough that we don't really have to worry too much about them. A Timberwolf self-tamed. Sounds like meat to me. There we go. Big bunch of meat. Hell yeah. And leather too, lest we forget. That's actually like very useful because that's what kind of leather did we get? Plain leather. Okay. Which is exactly what we'll get from the Ibex as well. Yeah, plain leather. Cool. Cool. Won't get that from the wolf. That's wolf skin. But, suppose in 1.7 days. That's fine. It'll get hauled back inside eventually. Because lest we forget, Vector actually can't... He can bring the stuff to the fire to cook it, but he cannot bring it to... Who's assigned to hunting here? Hunt. They both are. Good. Let's take down these ibex, huh? Let's take down all of these ibex. Stop hitting the corner of our damn building, woman. You're not helping anyone. Got a spaceship crash land, which is nice. Let's see here. But yeah, man, depression can be a bitch sometimes. The wife was very helpful, Lord knows. She puts up with so very much from me when I'm feeling down. And honestly, like, I didn't even get a full hour lunch today. I took a 30-minute lunch. Mentioned shopping carts. Wild. Actually, we could conceivably trade with these dudes, especially because Vector has such a high social skill. He's gonna eat. Hey, Vector, we have friends. Do you have anything exciting for us? They got herbal medicine and a great bow. But they don't want our wolf skin. That's a shame. Oh well, never mind. Cancel. It's fine. I figured they might have some kind of use for our leather, but oh well. Very strange that he will carry a bit of the meat to the shelf for convenience. Very peculiar. Yeah, never underestimate the importance of good mental hygiene, you know? So here's what we're going to do now instead. Going to do until you have X, which is going to be 6. Let's do 10. And then pause when satisfied to 10. Or to 5, rather. Yeah. So when it goes down to 5, Vector will cook more meals. But now he's not stuck in this constant loop of cooking meals that we don't necessarily need. Although technically the meals will last longer than the meat will, which is good. Oh Christ. I might take a little I might take a break at some point. Just to lay down and stretch out my back. Probably in between games. Might take a little pausey poo. Vector's having to repair where her hat hit the corner of our house with her damn bow. Oh well. And at some point, these poor people need to get themselves some cloths. Gonna add to make tribal wear, which requires 60 fabric or leather, which we have 60 leather, so we can do that. Ooh, you know what we never actually got around to building? Is that frickin' horseshoe pin. For their recreation. Which isn't much. But it's something. Hat. It's a stick in the ground. How did you botch its construction? Twice. Vector's taking a nap. We actually have concurrent viewers. What's up, concurrent viewers? How's it hanging, my peeps? As I prove that I am one of the cool kids. Yeah, since we're going to be having this kind of meat backed up. Vector, stop flirting with Hat. You now have some kind of pants on and she's still stuck naked. Leave her alone. This is an HR violation, and I am not afraid to write you up for it. What is it, G? Yeah. Wealth, mediocre. Slightly dirty. Workshop, mediocre. Impressiveness is actually decent, probably because of the urns there. Slightly dirty. I mean, I can live with that. Yeah. Here's what we need, actually, is the passive coolers. Which will bring down the temperature, like, what, mid-60s? Yeah. Which, hey, still isn't, like, great we are going to lose some meat, but also we don't necessarily need all that meat. We just need the leather that the that these things yield. Speaking of which, wildlife. I cannot tell you like what a game changer it was when RimWorld added the wildlife tab. Although, I mean, if they'd had this overlay even is surprisingly helpful. The Psychic Soothe is ending. I can live with that. Hey, what do these donkeys yield? More plain leather. Because all the yaks ran away. My friends ran away. You know, the yaks. You know, because I shot at them. Is this what happens when I've been streaming too long? Do I just get incoherent and start doing comedy accents? Probably. There's strong evidence to suggest that that is the case. You know, so. Kind of is what it is. Here's what we need to do, right? We need to start expanding. Install that here. A meteorite of compacted steel. Lord knows how that came to be. But, you know, we're out on a rim world. It's kind of whatever goes. Let's put a production. Stonecutter table. Because for once, I want my colony kind of compound to be a little resistant to fire, right? Like it is kind of like a micro scale meme on this channel that Ned hates fire because of RimWorld. You know, the joke about me being like having a petrifying fear of fire is entirely because of this godforsaken game. So, like, it was entirely because I insist on building all of my shit out of wood. You know? What is this? Sandstone? Sandstone, yeah. So, we build sandstone. Yeah, that's fine. Meat is gonna rot. Ooh, but you know what we have now? We can make more tribal wear, which means that poor Hat isn't gonna be stuck with her nads out. If you know what I'm saying. Let's see here. Vector is doing his thing. Okay, so once Hat is done with her recreation, she should, yeah, suit up. Cool beans. Yeah, low medicine, which is actually something we should probably do something about. Harvest that. I mean, look, we already have, like, a little, you know. We're in pretty good shape, all things considered, is me point. Oh. See, this is exactly what I'm talking about. Fucking lightning strikes are a bloody problem. A butcher from the Coalition of Gabella. A butcher, you say? What's up, Mari? They don't even have anything to sell. Okay. A wooden wall. Apparently we don't actually have enough wood. Gonna gather up that. What we need to do is kind of just build out in general, honestly. Transport pod crash. Some kind of a kitchen would be cool. I don't know. There's a couple different things that I want to do here. And instantly, that's why we're running low on food, because we constantly have to throw food into the frickin' thing. But let's do this first. Who is this? Ford. Ford is Vector's nephew. Which of you fuckers is better at medical? Hat is actually very good at medical. Hey. Rescue Ford. Actually, Hat... Oh, gosh. A little bit of a forest fire type situation going on here. Hey Ford, how you doing, bud? Nothing missing. Gunshot to the right leg, scratch the left leg. Got a bad cut on his left second toe. But the good news is, oh hey, we got a bulk goods trader. Yo, Vector, go talk to these folks. They have all kinds of good stuff. Bulk goods traders will buy just about anything. First of all, they could have all kinds of good stuff on them. Tribal wear mostly. Could buy a sheep. Honestly, herbal medicine could be really good. Could be quite valuable. Let's see here. In herbal medicine, what we don't need is all this... Honestly, we can sell kind of all of our leather. That's 51 bucks right there. We can actually sell, like, all of our donkey meat. Hell yeah. That's actually really quite good. I'm gonna leave that be, actually, because we've got plenty of, Can't sell any of our, marble blocks. Are we out of marble blocks? I guess so. They have cobra meat? Baffling. Truly baffling. But yeah. Frickin' 200 bucks. Have that, tucked away for literally something else. See this. Okay, so Ford has an infection. Not great, but it's better him. That's not surprising. It's the gunshot. Yeah. Not too terribly surprising. So here's what we're going to do. Still got plenty of sandstone bricks, which is great. I'm going to do this. Which is not huge, but it's something. Lord knows these stone walls take longer to build, but they're more resistant to damage. Oh, hey! Hat pursued Victor by describing him as a poison hide. Vector became aroused and agreed to become Hat's lover. Hat and Vector will now sleep in a bed together. Consider assigning them a double bed. Cool beans. Who was Ironhead? Lover. Oh, Hat. Robert Ironhead Seafield. Okay. Cannot romance, low opinion. Interesting. Terry Ford. No, that's Terry... Ford is Vector's cousin. Or nephew, rather. Okay, interesting. We got our $200 there. That's good. That's very good. That's very good. Very good. Hopefully we'll get all this wrapped up the following day. Hey Ford, how's that infection going? Hey, look at that. We got a slightly better tend on that. The immunity's catching up. I don't know if it's going to be enough. Cancel that. Gonna build another door. Oh, they left me more money. They left me an additional $72 in silver. That's nice of them. That's awfully considerate, fellas. Thank you. I'm probably gonna do wooden floors. Okay. Here's what we do, right? I'm getting covered, which is good. Here's what we do, right? Got an architect. Furniture, double bed. An end table. A marble end table. That's not a bad idea. Vector's getting the, the frickin' heal route, which is also great. How you doing, Ford? 4410 quality. Look at that. He's gonna pull through. Oh, we love to see it. We really do. Need a meal source. Yeah, hey, why aren't we doing any farming? Fellas, that seems kinda important. We're running low on steel. We're running low on a devastating amount of stuff, honestly. Let's chop down some wood. Need another fire. Fire. Temperature. Selling all that donkey meat might have been a mistake in in the grand scheme of things, but it's okay. We're gonna get through this. Now, if Ford somehow ends up joining us, that's going to be a whole other can of worms to deal with. Bacterial infection from a wound without treatment, the bacteria will multiply, killing local tissue and eventually causing blood poisoning and death. Through eons of human warfare, infections have often taken more lives than the wounds themselves. No kidding. Like, you can recover from a, like, a small scratch. Like, you can recover from a bullet wound, no problem. Just make sure that you don't lose too much blood in the process. But, infections will kill you, eventually. They'll kill you flat dead. Hat, please don't fuck this up. Ugh. You know what? Y'all don't need these, this bed as badly as you need the frickin' food. Okay. Now you can work on the bed. Okay? Starvation. Ugh. Of course, they have to take their union-mandated break, of course. We deconstruct these two beds. I would love to just uninstall them, but I don't think we have the space for them right now. Alright then. Let's see here. Ooh, you know what we can do? You know what we can do? Floors. Everything a nice wooden floor. Yeah. I mean, it's not ideal, but both of them are now make baby food. Oh. Now, at least both of them have, like, they can eat the berries, at least, which is something. Solar flare. Well, I was just about to say, hey, we need some electricity production, but you know, it's there is one advantage to running everything like analog, and that is you don't need to worry when a solar flare comes for you. That's about it, but it's something. Ooh, and once again, a marriage is on. At some point in the coming days, or quadrums, they will have their marriage ceremony and invite all the colonists. Consider placing a marriage spot if you want to control where the ceremony occurs. I'll tell you what, colonists seem much quicker to like get into relationships with one another these days. You know what it almost certainly is biotech. Because that gives you a much greater chance of introducing children to the colony. which are like a major mechanic in biotech. So it would not surprise me if they like juiced the likelihood of relationships forming and colonist. I mean, you can manually direct them to like romance one another, which used to not be a thing. Let's go for some turkeys. And the raccoon. Raccoona matata. And fuck it, since we are doing things super duper analog. We have a passive cooler. Can a second passive cooler cool things down even more? I wonder. Hello, Ford. Are you going home now? I'm gonna assume so. Hey, I literally just saw my my view count go up from 11 to 12. That's neat. I usually don't like directly witness that happen. Guys, they're fucking. What is it? Got some lovin', I think is the term for it. Social. Needs? Yeah, got some lovin'. Nothing like a tumble between the sheets to lift the mood. And I know I can see the ancient danger. Well, the ancient danger isn't hat. Obviously, it's like whatever this is. More starvation. Which, you know, don't love to see. Hey, we got the turkey. Heck yeah. Don't eat the food raw. Jiminy Jeebus. Thank you, Vector. Thank you for saving us from fucking food poisoning relating to just eating raw turkey. Ew. Very upsetting. Folks, I need to go and blow my nose. I will be back momentarily. And lo, I am returned from the nose blowing. Apparently not effective enough because I'm still rubbing my nose. But whatever. We shall endure a heat wave. Folks, I don't love it. But it is what it is. Still have wildlife assigned for hunting? We sure don't. Bring me hares. Please. And thank you. Let's see here. Thank you, hat. Oh, okay. Dumb. Fucking... Let's go. Let's actually do the thing. Let's grab... Yeah, 5x9. Seems good. Not potato. Frickin' rice. Please. Thank you. Jiminy Jeebus. And then up here, why not? Potatoes. Nope, just rice. Just rice is fine. And actually... Cut that down. Cut that down by that and that. We don't need all that. 8x4 is fine. And turn that off. Once Vector is done doing his hunting. Which, geez, do we not have any ibexes or anything? No, it's all this like vermin game, man. Does not help us. Not one beat. Which is fine. It's whatever. Like, come on. We have, like, a meal. Once we get rice up and running, which, my God, it's been 13 days since we arrived, and we are only just now starting in on, okay, that's cool. Only now starting in on, like, farming. Concerning. Upsetting, even. There's a mad guinea pig? That actually reminds me. I'm shocked that we haven't had a raid yet. But we need knives. How you say daggers? She's getting torn apart over here. She's getting, like, very much torn apart over here. Vector. Help your wife to be out, my guy. Oh my Christ. It's a guinea pig. What the shit? This actually just got very scary. Hey, Vector, what's your melee skill like, my guy? Not great is the answer. No immediate treatment needed. Okay. Fucking... it's gonna be fine, it's gonna be fine, it's gonna be fine. This is fine. Actually. Can we assign this to Hat? No, apparently not. Okay, that's super cool. 2 hours. That's neat. That's neat. That's neat. We love that. We love that. We love that. Tend to her. Not assigned to doctoring? Oh my Christ. She's gonna die. She died. Ugh. Free funeral opportunity for Hat. Great! We love to see it. Ugh. Fucking guinea pigs. Wild. All of these fucking injuries from a goddamn guinea pig. Unrefrigerated spoils in 2.5 days. Hat. Hunter. Dead. Fuck this. I'm moving over to The Sims. Save and quit to main menu. And here's what we're going to do, right? God damn it. That's unfortunate. Yeah. Delete. Confirm. For posterity. Quit to OS. Alright, last 40 minutes of the stream is going to be The Sims. Alright, how does that sound, folks? Let's see here. Edit. Sims 4. The Sims 4. Save. There we go. Sims 4. Okay. Pull that back up. Oop. Let's go do this. Game capture. The Sims 4. So I've been working on a house for a little bit. And has been a cavalcade of frustrations. But the good news is the external shell is occurs to me that this is my personal Sims save, but whatever. The shell is more or less, well, I'm not going to say it's done, because it's not. And in fact, stop over afternoon. Really, afternoon? Morning? There we go. But here's the home as it, or the house as it stands currently. This is particularly as far as the facade is concerned. Hey, game, stop playing the, well, we're gonna go over to frickin' Gustavo, I guess. Who's in Hedford and Bagley, not Brindleton Bay. Just to get the damn, actually. Yeah, this is Gustavo's built world. Okay. I'm gonna load this up just to get the frickin' menu music to calm its calm itself down. There we go. So we can actually have the build mode music in build mode. which is a baffling thing to even have to work for, but here we are. We're going to be building for like 35 minutes, but... Now, eventually, I should really rather like to move this lot onto... What am I doing? I'm just driving the music thing is driving me crazy. Or I am driving myself crazy with it, rather. But here's the facade as it currently stands. It's completely empty on the inside. There are 3 floors of nothing. I'm thinking... I have a little bit of an idea as to what to do with, this. So this is, weirdly enough, this is very vaguely based around the Minnesota governor's mansion. I was over on vice presidential candidate Tim Walz's Wikipedia page, and I happened to look over at the Minnesota governor's residence, and I was like, oh, that's very nice, actually. I bet I could build that in The Sims 4. And then I spent, like, this has collectively been probably, like, 2.5 hours work by itself. Not, like, super concentrated work, but still. So, you know, driving myself very slightly mad. There we go. Okay, at least we have that. And that'll just kind of... So that's fine. You know, that well-known phrase, that turn of word in architectural speak. Put this there. Like that. And I actually have a plan for this as well. I think I need to pardon me while I pull up Google Earth to be a real creep. Let's see here. Minnesota governor's residence. Search. Close. I've primarily used like 2 pictures and goddamn Google Earth as like my principal sources of knowledge and information vis-a-vis this structure. Oh, that's right. It's got like a little like... That's right. It's like an outcropping. Okay. I think I know how I'm going to do this. This roof, by the way, has caused me no end of like moral panic, I guess you'd say. A tremendous mental strain. But it's okay. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to move Google Earth back over here, so I'm not like constantly shuffling around with my my windows and such. I think I know how. So that rear roof is actually quite low to the ground, quite low to the base. It is kind of okay. Just kind of peek up over there. Okay, yeah. I'm picking up. This is not gonna. It's not gonna be perfect. Okay, And more to the point, it was never gonna be. And that's okay, actually. I am psycho-emotionally all right with that. This can... Well, that actually can stay. It's just gonna go super low. Is that as low as it goes? Is that as low as she goes? And we're gonna extend this out there a little bit. Out where? Out there. Obviously. Let's see here. It's gonna line up more or less with this. See where that takes us. Okay, yeah, we can actually budge this back just a smidge and pull this up a smidge or two as well. Yeah. Because, like, this rear section does not have a third floor to it. This chunk here is without a third floor, which is fabulous. I swear to God, I'm not going to spend, like, too much time on this shell. Because I really do want to kind of actually start working on that. That actually has, like, eaves to it. Which is crazy. Gonna keep this quite low, actually. Yeah, this is kind of the problem here. So, but here's what we do, right? Here's what we do. We stick this bad boy on top of it instead. So we don't need to worry about that one weird wall. Do that, and that, and that. And suddenly, it is in fact, it actually quite closely mirrors that section there. Which is fine, because both of these are going to get cut off by a little bit of a half wall up top. Half wall. I think we go with... See where that takes us. Perfect. Well, nearly perfect. This is going to extend that way. Whoop. That way. And that way. And then the floor is going to come up like that. Ugh. It's very nearly perfect. Actually. I don't know if you realize this, but it is. Now, here's the thing. This needs to get pulled out. How many... had an itchy ear. Here's the good-ish news. Well, I'm gonna budge that down just a little bit. How does that look? Not bad, not terrible. Actually, kind of both. Ugh. Look. Look, assholes. This was never going to be perfect. Here's the thing. I'm trying to preserve this upstairs section as usable space. And here's the thing. Maybe this roof... Okay, here's what we're going to do. Here's what we're going to do. We're going to grab... What is the value of this lot? It's only 28k. Because there's no furniture in it. And, you know, we're going to need, like... Well, in theory, we're going to need a sim for testing eventually anyway. I don't know how much of this goes away in live mode, right? Like, that's the grand mystery of this build. Of this godforsaken roof. Oh. I'll draw that back in there. Because this is budged back, yeah? And this is fairly straightforward here. Swear to God, this fucking roof has caused me nothing but grief. And I shan't stand for it. I shall stand for it no more. What is this? What is that? Brother, Okay, but you know what? Here's the thing. In the actual building, there are, like, things. See, that's also not what we're looking for. That's what we're looking for. This... Okay, that's perfect. Never mind. Ignore me. I'm crazy. Crazy? Stupid? Something in between? Both? Who knows? Really tricky to say at this point. At this point, it's up in the air. Could be anything. Let's see here. Okay. So that has more... like AC units and shit up there. Which we might do. Yeah, there's stuff for that. There's more freaking... What is that called? Boarding? Dorming? I think it's called dorming. Okay, let's... I need to consult with how this thing does the... Okay, so that fully extends. That's fine by me. So we're going to bring this out to here. Going to get rid of the eaves. You missed a... Half-Hearted Gamer, you missed a very tragic guinea pig-related death in RimWorld. Very unfortunate. Poor frickin'... was it Vector? My boy Vector was not a good enough doctor to save his betrothed. It was very sad. Very, very emotional. We miss the happy couple so much. Is that right? Oh, perfect. Beautiful. Get rid of these goddamn eaves. And honestly, this whole roof needs to be, like, budged back like that. That's fine. Honestly, it's kind of freaking bigger in real life, but I honestly cannot be boogered at this point. I can't be boogered. I like that. I can't be boogered. There's very clearly some kind of like a... And of course you can't see my fucking Google Images or Google Earth thing. But there's clearly like a a chimney on this end of things. It's like another small bit of that dorming here. Yeah, let's knock this out. I mean, that's real simple. That's there in the, I say in the build, in the real structure. And that's super simple to do. That's just bing, bang, boom, done. Place it. Brick it. I said brick it. Oh, there it is. Very peculiar. But we did it now. Oh yeah, I had to place this down as a guide so I could get these pillars the way I wanted them. Because, like, in real life, this is... at first I thought this was some kind of like a covered garage almost, but I don't think that's actually it. But in any event, like, this extends to the ground. And originally, I was okay with it just being, like, lifted, but then I realized, hey, I can actually... I can actually get this on the ground if I just don't make it a full room. So. Let's see here. Is more extended thing there. Kind of little teeny bit of dorming on this back corner here, which is fine. Fine by me. Two there. Pop that back. Pop that back. But perfect. Extend that over to there. Oop. One more over. Oh, turns out I hate it. Here's what I can do. I can do that. Pop that over there. And it's perfect. Then, do this. Pop that. Boop. Boop. Bop. It's seamless. It's actually seamless. Zero look with the stream due to crashes. That's unfortunate. I actually I took a nose blowing and back stretching break, and I saw that you were like online briefly. I am very sorry that your stream did not work out, but I do appreciate you showing up for mine. Giving up for tonight. We'll try again tomorrow. Hey, sometimes that's what you got to do, my guy. Lord knows the number of, like, with this godforsaken roof, the number of times I've been like, you know what? I'm going to step away. I'm going to do this tomorrow. Speaking of which, I actually need to grab this. Yep. Oh boy. See, no, this thing is what I'm trying to avoid right here, because that is going to show up. I think. They're here. I don't know. I mean, it'll look fine for like the tour. Building a specific house. I am actually. I am building, I'm trying to recreate as best I can, the Minnesota governor's mansion. It's going great. I have no complaints. This roof is perfect and has presented Absolutely no problems whatsoever. Now, if you'll excuse me, I am going to go and scream into a pillow for an hour. I mean, this is, on the one hand, this has been relatively fine. And besides, my pillow screaming time came and went while I was at work. So this is fine. Such a specific nerd. Hey, look, okay. So I was on the Wikipedia page for Tim Walz, who is the new vice presidential or the new Democratic vice presidential candidate. Oh, there we go. That's part of the issue, at least. Except no, because we need that out, and that's not even. Ugh. Okay, no. This is actually fine. We can deal with this. Just like I think initially I was trying to figure out how his what the timeline for his military career is, because like he was a teacher as well. Tim Walz was before he went into Congress, which was before he became the governor of Minnesota, which is why we're here in the first place. No, that's got to become a little measly one by one. I guess we can extend the eaves there. Yeah. Okay. That's funky. I kind of hate that. But it's not the end of the world. It's one corner. If I am super bugged by it, there are, I'm sure, some kind of solutions I can pursue in order to fix that. But yeah, I looked at and saw like his residence list is like the Minnesota Governor's Mansion, and I mean y'all know how Wikipedia is. You just kind of fall down rabbit holes. And I look at the Minnesota Governor's Mansion, and I'm like, that's a nice stately looking building. Oh, but I could make that in The Sims 4. And then fucking this roof has probably represented something like 2 hours worth of work, because there is very clearly a third floor of this godforsaken home, like nestled inside the roof, and it has taken me such elaborate pains, such elaborate pains to try to get this thing working the way that I want it to. It's been immensely frustrating. It's actually fine. Now, how on earth am I supposed to paint the ceiling? There we go. Oh, I see. That's how you do it. I getcha. Okay. My computer crashed for the stream. Made me laugh pretty hard. I changed some settings, got everything loaded up, hit start stream, and went to the blue screen, and I was all sad face. Yeah, I feel that. You know, I'll say this much. There's been issues of technical incompetence on my part. There have been plenty of streams where I have like been talking for the first 15 minutes. Microphones not picking up a single bit of it. Maddening. But, again, that's like user error, and user error can be dealt with. I have never had like the kind of problem that you seem to be describing, and that does sound immensely disheartening. And you do have my my condolences and my sympathies. Now, research. I'm gonna grab this roof here. And we're going to do this as a full room. Yeah. Okay. So this roof That room go up? Or that roof go up? That roof go up? That roof go up? This roof go up, but only a little bit. Here's what we do. Here. Yeah. Do we extend that, or do we just leave it as is? Well, there's eaves here, which we definitely got to get rid of. Yeah, we leave that as is. That's fine. That's perfectly fine. It's bizarre that it's clipping through like that, but it doesn't matter, because this is about... Well, this is all about to be covered up anyway. Streaming extremely modded Fallout, which modded Fallout already struggles. Fair. I can imagine. And then we raise the floor. Perfect. Beauteous. Could I put like a little like flange or whatever you want to call it up there? Sure. Definitely not called a flange. But whatever you want to call it. I could, if I was so inclined, but I'm honestly not. I'm kind of happy with how things are. More importantly, am I actually done with this roof? I'm done with the roof. It's finished. Oh my god. It's not perfect. But you like... let's see here, because I actually have reference pictures for the Minnesota Governor's Mansion on my desktop. You know, like a normal person. Let's see here. Google Maps is being, or Google Earth is being profoundly unhelpful right now. Let's see here. There's very clearly some kind of a window, up there. Here's the thing. Is game even going to let me, by default, put a window up there? Who's to say? We're going to try. Certainly going to try. Ooh, no. Look at that. Well. We know. Hey, can I actually scale down the window? I can't. Well, I kind of can. I can a little bit. Okay. So we're going to go Control-Shift-C. Then BB dot move objects on. Ooh, so game will let me put this window here with cheats. But it's going to let me know how disappointed in me it is. And that's, hey. That's fair. You know what? I don't hate it. I don't even hate it. Hey, I'll take it. Is that too many windows? Might be too many windows. Goodness. At some point, I'm going to want to, especially because there's like pretty extensive landscaping in the back of this heaven-forsaken building. God, this top spot is such a mess. And no, there's a fantastic podcast called Lions Led by Donkeys. It's like a military history podcast, and one of the hosts introduced me to the phrase, if it's stupid and it works, it's not stupid. And that is the mantra by which I live my life to this day. So by definition, half-hour gamer, no. If it works, even if it is in fact stupid, if it works, it's not stupid. It's not actually stupid. I don't even think it's that stupid. I think it looks kind of nice. And incidentally, thank the good Lord for Discovery University finally having some kind of a use case for me, because these little like these little tile thingies, they're perfect for what I needed them for. Here's the problem now. God, this roof, this whole third floor is going to be a mess, and I might screw around with the roof even more once I get up to it, just to deal with these boards. Actually, speaking of which, it is time. Testing cheats. True. Cheats are enabled. Good. Let us manage worlds. Grab literally. Sir, you will do. Hello, my name is Build Man. And your traits are you it doesn't matter. Fortune. Mansion. Yes. Randomize. Everything. Perfect. He is loyal, ambitious, and a glutton. Perfect. Yes. As I have work at 6 a.m. tomorrow, I will be catching you in the next stream. You got it, man. See you later, Half-Hearted Gamer. Appreciate you stopping by. Let's see here. Now, I need to find my damn cheat for... what do you call it? Sims 4. Free real estate cheat. Okay. Free real estate on. Okay. That's all I need. Get my freaking stream back. There we go. Free real estate on. So now I can move any sim, anywhere, to my heart's content. Honestly, if I had, man, I love the little bugs around the frickin'... Like, The Sims 4, for all its fault, like, for all of its faults, and it has many, presents itself quite well. Go sit. Oh, I can cheat needs. Make happy. There we go. Oh, look at that. Okay, so when we're... Oh, honestly, ooh, this could have saved me so much trouble knowing that a lot of those roof sections would actually be obscured. But it's fine. It's whatever. I actually love it. Oh, I see. Well, no. Okay, so once... All we need to do is put down the fucking walls. The Tim walls. Oh my god, that's what all of these are. These aren't just walls. They're Tim walls. That's stupid. I'm a stupid little fella. But that's okay. Sometimes you need stupid little fellas. But yeah, as soon as you put down the walls to like the half section, all the roof bits disappear. Incidentally, I did have a realization earlier today. Specific kind of nerd. No kidding. You're not wrong, man. Let's see here. Here's the problem. Is like these little these brick corners here, yeah, are automated. Like in The Sims 3, it was kind of annoying, but like you had the ability to like do these things as like custom bits, right? And now you don't. I don't know. It is what it is, and I might still use... Like, okay, let's say that we did... that. I mean, here's the thing. We would mostly need it just to break up these sections here, and it's not even, like... It doesn't even do that. And this brick is more accurate to the real-world thing. So instead, what if we broke it up with, like, pillars? Oh, speaking of which, oh, I had that pillar there as a reference. Basic column? Maybe? Well, that's not a stone column, so that's obviously not going to work for our purposes. This might. This will not. It's an ugly column, actually. That's not terrible. That's not terrible. Don't hate that. Frickin'... That's actually kind of perfect. Frickin' Discovery University. Finally coming in handy. Finally being useful. We love to see it. That's not terrible either. But I definitely prefer... And, you know, not for nothing, I'm sure that we would not be able to be placing this stuff without a little help from our friends. Now, here's where we might get into some trouble. Yeah, you need walls to be present to replace them with these little crenellation thingies. So we're just left with columns, and I'm actually fine with that. I'm gonna dip that down just a little bit, because it's more accurate this way with it like coming directly onto the ground. So I'm good with it, actually. Crazy, I know. I could call him basic. Honestly, I don't hate the idea. The execution needs some work. That might be the work that the execution needs. Oh, I don't hate it. Survey says Honestly, kinda. Let's see how terrible that looks inside. Right? Not even visible. It cuts itself off. Oh, you beautiful smart game. These are the kinds of things that you love to see. It's stupid that you can see it from there, but I can live with that. Just kind of ruined the illusion that it's like a separate thing. Let's do that. God, the way that I've heard that frickin' hooting owl sound effect in other games is crazy. That shit was showing up in frickin' like Lego Harry Potter creator. Lego creator Harry Potter. Wild stuff. Okay. And again, like, this is not perfectly accurate, but like it fits the vibes is the point. It's a vibe. See, I don't know how I feel about the, that. I also really don't know how I feel about this super high... I mean, it looks great from the outside, don't get me wrong. It feels very accurate to the structure. I'll tell you what, I'll tell you this right now. I hate that, pillar, so I'm gonna get rid of it. Oh, there we go. I don't know what the problem was there. Do that. And that. I'm gonna go so far as that. And that. And why not? Let's pillar the entire thing. Or do we pillar the entire thing? I don't know if we do. Still, the vibes, pretty immaculate. I'm here for the vibes. You know what I'm not here for, though, as I was saying, is, this? No, this is why nobody likes the, the super tall walls. But we do that, and suddenly, still, the windows are high. No one's going to disagree with that. But they are not upsettingly high. And that, I hate that. So, like, yeah. And we kind of need... Need is such a strong word. But these two, windows really, here's the thing. Here's the thing. You could put anything there. This could be bedroom. Right? And like, you're just sticking what? I'm not married to it, is my point. Yeah, all this roof stuff still shows up in build buy mode. That's not going to show up in live mode. It's going to be very annoying. Don't get me wrong. It's going to be very annoying to build around. But it is not going to be that terrible in live mode. Which, here's the thing. What are the odds that I play with any household in this actual house? I'm going to say very low. But if they do, the top floor is going to look fine. Here's the thing. Boop, boop. I'm going to leave that open for now. Especially because I'm done with my streaming for the day. Oh gosh, the shoulder of mine. Oh gosh. My bones. My poor sad tired bones. I've been streaming for 3 hours now? Something like that? Yeah, 3 hours and 6 minutes. But hey, I'm done. The shell is done. I don't know. Prefer that? Yeah. We definitely prefer that with the eaves. I don't know if I'm gonna come back to this anytime super soon. I prefer that. The shell is basically, I mean, the shell insofar as like the box itself is basically done. I still have a little bit of, you know, stuff to do. Ugh. In terms of like windows and stuff, and obviously like landscape will come eventually, but like the actual, like the honestly, the roof is done. We're done with the fucking roof. So next time that I start working on this on a stream or otherwise, it can just be. Here's the thing. What do things look like in live mode? Still shows up, huh? Especially those weird little balconies. That's fine. Because those balconies are technically on this floor, I suppose? Very strange. Yeah. Well, that's something. How do we feel about those being up there? Not terrible. Almost enough to get rid of these windows altogether. I don't know if I'm gonna. That's almost enough. But yeah, this looks super fucking stately. Like, this is definitely, like, the nicest exterior of a home that I've built. Like, Scoop Home Mark IV, I think, was, like, pretty nice. But at the same time, Scoop House Mark IV was very much, like, solidly upper middle class, but still just upper middle class. Whereas this is, like, ooh la la fancy shit. And this is definitely going to get moved. This is going to have to be on a 64 by 64 lot at some point, just to make room for like the pretty extensive backyard landscaping and such. But yeah, I genuinely like the look of this. I'm going to go. But folks... Gosh, that was an accident. Blech. Eager trigger finger, I suppose. Folks, thank you all very much for watching. This has been very fun. I'm going to be back tomorrow at some point with streams that are not going to be this. Thank you all very much for watching. I am Ned Finn. And until next time, goodbye forever.